I'm going to start off with some basics. This is the design plate number 1 and number 2 from Wildflowers. And you're going to need a regular old lint roller. This is a clear stamper from Wildflowers, and the way you prep this is just by pressing it onto the lint roller. No alcohol, no acetone, nothing like that involved, no buffing it, none of that. As you can see, my plates are really dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and use some acetone on a piece of cotton, and I'm just going to give this a little scrubbing. Whenever I start off, it's good to start fresh, so I'm going to get in all the little nooks and crannies and make sure that I have this cleaned out well. You can see how dirty it was. Do the same thing on the other one. Just make sure they're nice and clean. Now, stamping can be messy, so one of my best tricks is to collect little notebook paper from everywhere you go. I'm going to use this paper from the lovely Holiday Inn Express. And I'm going to set the piece of paper underneath so that when I swipe, it goes right onto that piece of paper and I can pitch it. And that will keep my workstation clean when I work. I'm going to be using Wildflower stamping goop. The bottle that you see here is just the prototype, so it's nothing fancy. And I'm just going to use this plastic card. This is like a gift card. I think these work really well for scraping. I'm going to go ahead and apply the stamping goop onto the surface. I'm going to cover the image entirely because this stuff is nice and thick and it's made just for stamping. So you really want to completely cover that. I'm going to grab my little plastic card and give it a scrape. I'm going to immediately pick up my stamper, press down gently, and I have a perfect image. Now, if there's anything left over on my stamper, I'm going to go ahead and just press that into the lint roller, and it will come right off. I can now grab this paper, wipe any excess on there, and just fold it up and pitch it. Anything disposable, I love. I'm going to go ahead and take cotton and some acetone and clean my plate off. I'm also going to clean my little swiper off. And you can see this can get really messy really fast. So it's important to use those little tips and tricks to keep your workstation clean. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you where people screw up most of the time. So I'm placing my paper underneath, and I'm going to take the Wildflower stamping goop, and I'm just going to apply this. Now, when you do polish, you only apply a little bit. With the stamping goop, you need to apply the whole thing. So I'm going to pretend like I'm like do-to-do, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to apply some and hope that it scrapes all the way down through the image, which it may or may not. It's kind of an unreliable thing, so you're better off to cover it. I'm going to scrape it. And then be like, do-to-do. Oh, wait. Oh, let me grab this thing. Oh, no, it's dirty. Well, let me clean it off. So what finger do you want it on again? Yeah, your ring finger? Are you sure? Okay, all right, let me do it. And then you stamp it, and you're like, wait a minute, why didn't this come out clear? Like, what the heck? Well, let me just stamp it anyway and see what happens. What the heck? Why? What is going on right now? Like, this sucks, I suck, like, oh my gosh. And that's usually what happens. So I'm going to take the excess off, and I'm going to just tell you what happens is this stuff dries. So if you don't scrape it off and then pick it up and then stamp it all in a row, you're going to get a partial image, and then it's not going to come off the stamper anyway when you do try to stamp it. So there's timing involved in stamping. So work quickly, quickly, quickly. I'm going to go ahead now and just do a little comparison for you. I'm going to be using the white Wildflower stamping goop. And again, the bottle you see is just the prototype bottle. It will be available for sale June 3rd. It will come in black, white, silver, and gold to start. It'll be sold as a set and open stock. So I've applied this. I'm going to take my scraper, give it a scrape, grab my stamper, press down to pick up. I press kind of gently, and then I'm going to go ahead and just press this image right onto the nail. And so there it is. The pigmentation is awesome in it. I just love it. I'm so happy with my stamping goop. I'm now going to show you with another brand. This is actually a nail polish, and it is a professional nail polish. I'm not going to say the brand, but here it is. I believe you can buy it on HSN if you want to pick some up. But you can go ahead and just apply this. Now, nail polish, you don't have to apply the whole image. I'm going to scrape this just like I do with the stamping goop. Pick up the image just like I do with the stamping goop. And you can see the difference in pigmentation. It's pretty remarkable. So this is their white compared to the Wildflower stamping goop. And again, that's why I feel like it's really important to have one that's created specifically for the purpose of doing stamping. So mine is a stamping paint. It's not water-based, so it's similar to a polish in that way, but it's definitely not a polish and cannot be used as a polish. I'm going to do one more quick demonstration on myself. So I buffed my little design off my fingernail, off the surface, to be able to just show you real quick. I'm going to be using the new design plate from Wildflowers, and I love that text print. I think it's so cool. It's like my favorite. So I'm going to place my paper underneath. I'm going to grab the Wildflower stamping goop, which will be in a bigger bottle and much more beautiful. I'm going to get all my stuff ready, and I'm going to apply the stamping goop. Now, I'm not worried about covering the whole image because I'm just doing my little pinky nail. So I'm just going to get about half of the image. I'm going to grab my scraper. I'm going to go ahead and scrape. And then I'm going to pick up my stamper immediately, pick up my image. You can see it's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and just press that right down onto my pinky. And you see what happens is a lot of the images go onto my skin too. Now you could just top coat from here, but sometimes you'll have like a little piece of the stamping goop that's like attached, and then that can cause lifting, and you don't want that. So I'm going to use the silicone tool, and I'm going to use this one that looks like a lipstick. I'm going to take this and I'm going to work my way around the perimeter of the nail, and this just takes a second on each nail, but this will make certain that everything is detached, like nothing's hanging between the nail and the skin that could possibly cause a little place for your client to pick. So just work your way around, and then I'm doing a matte top coat on mine, so at that point I'm ready to top coat. And I always use a gel top coat. So once you have your gel top coat on and it's been cured, you can go ahead and just take your acetone or remover and take all of that off the skin. It's very quick and easy. Now we're ready to cure. And I've brought it out of the light, and as you can see, I can just take that and wipe that right off the skin with no problem. And then I'm all set. Thank you everyone for watching. All of the products are available at www.wildflowersnails.com.